Hey guys, Raya here. We've got a spare room in our house that occasionally acts as a home gym, a gift wrapping room, a craft room. It's got so many purposes, but it's just gotten messier and messier over time because of that. So I finally decided it was time to add some storage and organization to give it a bit of a makeover and to make it so much more functional. Watch as I give it a try. Here's what it looked like when I got started. Obviously, it's not a huge mess by any means, but it comes across really cluttered when you're in there, and honestly, it just stresses me out every time I walk past it, which makes me not want to go in there and use the space the way I'd like to. So my first step was just thinking about what the actual problems are and deciding on solutions. First, for the workout stuff. My husband stores his workout clothes in here, and they just end up in folded piles on the floor, which kind of makes one of the bikes inaccessible. So I needed a way to organize them, preferably in the closet. Then, I decided I wanted to mount the whiteboard next to the TV, so it was easier to see the stretches or workouts written out. Then comes the floor space. I don't really have room for my yoga mat, so I often end up having to go out in the hallway instead, especially when we both want to stretch. So I wanted to move the desk below the TV, to make a large enough space for the mat to not feel claustrophobic. Which means I also need to get rid of the pile of stuffed animals to clear the way for the desk and to add some more floor space. But I love my stuffed animals, and I also don't really have another place to put them, so I wanted to figure out a way to store them vertically using the walls or ceiling to make them all visible and still accessible, but not in the way. Then the other issue is the closet. On one half is just a bookshelf that we use to store some craft stuff, hair things, old toys, and just some random junk, so I knew I'd need to clean out the space to make it more usable. I also thought it might work to use some hanging organizers above the shelf for the workout clothes. The other half of the closet is dedicated to all the supplies for gift wrapping. We're big gift givers, so we have a decent sized supply, but it's all just kind of piled in there, so it needs an organizer to make things more accessible and less stressful, especially since some of the stuff gets in the way of the door. I started by clearing everything out of the room and the closets to give me a blank canvas to work with, which took a while. Then it was time to build the storage unit. It was pretty solidly constructed, so I called in my husband for reinforcements. Once it was built, it was time to start organizing the gift wrapping. I moved the cubby system into the closet and put the wrapping paper holder to the side. Then I divided the small supplies into 4 cubes. Bows and strings, wrapping paper scraps in small gift bags, tulle and tissue paper, and ribbons. These cubes were just barely the perfect size for the cubbies. I filled the other openings with a gift basket, the Amazon gift bag full of other Amazon gift bags, and miscellaneous boxes I've collected for gifts and white elephant parties. I put the box with gift bags and gift boxes on top, and then on top of that, the container with tape and scissors and small ribbons. This whole section turned out so well. Everything is so nicely accessible and organized. On the left side of the closet, the first thing to do was put together the hanging organizers, which was pretty easy. I hung them up and sorted all his clothes. Then I cleaned up the shelves. And then on the top shelf, I put some wrapped gifts we have that are ready for the holiday season. After that, it was time to install the toy hammocks. The first one was a bit of a struggle. We didn't realize it should be higher up, so it ended up sagging in front of the door quite a bit, but it worked well. The second one was much easier to put up and fit nicely right over the TV. I liked how these doubled as storage and displays. It's fun to be able to see all the stuffed animals. After that, I just moved the desk over. And then I mounted the whiteboard with command strip Velcro. And then brought back in all the weights. All told, this was a relatively cheap project, and I'm so happy with the final product. Everything is neat, organized, accessible, and it's just so much cleaner and less visually stressful in here now. Thanks for watching!